Going on, everybody? Good morning. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. Hey, I already got a watcher. Hi, watcher. Um, Yesterday was an odd day for me. I spent some time with my mom. It really cleared my head out, and I had some really good thoughts at night. But I didn't want to do the live stream at night because hold on, I'm holding the phone the wrong way. No, that's not going to work either. Well, maybe. I didn't want to do the live stream at night because of lighting and whatnot. Plus, I don't know what my audience is necessarily doing. I don't necessarily need an audience for this, but good morning, Dave. Uh, but I wanted to get it out there. Yesterday, like I said, I spent some time with my mom. That's why I released the quest for the best cheesesteak Jersey Jerry's as a cutout one. That was ridiculous to edit because I had to cut the girl out. She stepped on me almost every line that I had, and the lines were like the things that needed to be in the ongoing video. So that was a huge problem to edit. But that's not really what I'm bitching about. After I got done hanging out with my mom, I made the van a little bit more homely. Oh, I'm up to two. Awesome. And so I'm going to, it's easier if I turn the camera around. Hold on. So, yeah, all right. Well, the blanket's on the floor because I slept in bed and it was warm in here last night. But while it's not entirely clean in here, and it never really is because I live here and it is a small space, I cleared out the floor. I picked some flowers. I cleared out the front because I'm hoping to have a date this evening to the beach. And not that that's entirely clear, but you can step on that stuff. See, so she can sit here and I can play with her because that's that's ideal. Now, if you're new here, I do want you to click that subscribe button. Not all of my videos are me just, standing here or sitting in front of the camera talking, but a lot of them are because of my situation currently. But that won't be the same for much longer. I do expect to be getting a laptop relatively soon. So, anyway, after I got done with that, I sat in this spot. I like this spot. It's under the Morris River Bridge. It's cool because there's not many places where I can park my van under something and get complete shade. Plus, there's a nice breeze from the river. Now, that's only going to apply until the bugs kick in, and then I'm not going to want to be here when the bugs are here because it's insane. Oh, hello. You're part of my thought process. So after I sat here for a little while, and I was thinking about, things. Clearly, the things that have been going on uh, for me recently. And recently, the biggest thing was my breakup. And I kind of feel like an ass because I put it all in. And you guys who have followed my Mushy Manduke series and whatnot, I put it all in. I really went overboard with that, and ultimately it was all for nothing. So I really feel like an ass for that. And it's not that I feel like an ass because I put it out there to public. I don't really care if public thinks I'm an ass or not. Ultimately, I am an asshole, and anyone who knows me knows I am an asshole. But I feel like an ass in my own head, and it's really been messing with me a lot lately. So I got to be thinking about things, and I came up with this analogy, and I think it's kind of messed up, but um, I have had the comfort from a few very beautiful ladies to help me get through this, and I really, really appreciate that for the ladies that are. Clover, I know, I've talked to you a few days, and I want to hang out with you more. I'm all over the place and I'm broke, so it's weird. Um, but I have had some attention that has really been comforting me through, and people who are talking me through, and it's been very helpful. So I come up with this analogy, right? Uh, After a woman has an abortion, she is immediately more susceptible to getting pregnant. Well, after I had my heart ripped out, I was immediately more susceptible to emotions. But my emotions are now divided between the different people that are giving me the different things that I need, as opposed to one person giving me everything that I need because I didn't get everything I needed, and I never was going to because she could not be happy. But I want to congratulate her on her new relationship. I know that's going to end in burning flames. And I want to promote a video that I haven't even filmed yet, which is Angry Manduke at Mushy Manduke, or Angry at Mushy, which I have it written. It's going to be a rap song, but I have to like work with it a little bit because I have a bunch of voicemails that I'm going to mix into it so that people get an idea of what's going through my head, and I'm really starting to feel it. I'm more angry at myself for having dedicated so much into something that was so horrible. I'm also finding myself in ways that, well, I've missed me. I've really missed me. It's I'm finding myself in what I want. And I think that really the relationship was bad because we weren't similar enough in some very important ways. And so it was impossible to assimilate. She wanted to change me into being more like her. And I just wanted to be me. I just wanted someone who loved me for me. And she lied to me for the first like 3 months when everything was great. She was lying to me and, telling me that she agreed with everything that I had to say when clearly that wasn't the truth. So, now I'm looking at some possible uh, perspectives and whatnot, and if I can keep myself under control, which right now I think I can, um, I have one very very beautiful prospect that I think could turn into something very nice, just based on the psychology that I have already analyzed. I think it'll turn into something nice. But I do want to tell my subscribers there's a good chance I'm not going to go down the mushy path again, at least not publicly. I don't think so. It could happen, but I doubt it. I am focusing more on being able to do my art series. I need to trim my beard. It's getting astronomical, and one of my ladies wants me to do it. So I think it looks better like that, right? That might happen today while I'm here. I can put my beard hair into the river, and eventually that'll somehow end up in your drinking water. Yes, after all the crotches that this has been in, tall salad. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna go down the mushy trail again. I don't think. I am gonna re-release them because they're locked now. I'm probably gonna put them as public because I feel like they're like an artist releases a song, it's on the radio, and once the relationship's over, that song is still out there, and I feel that's how my poetry is. Plus, it's my intellectual content. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be there. Um, so that'll be happening, but I don't think the majority of you, especially not you, Mister Bunker, I don't think that you're going back and watching my old videos very often. I think you watch them as they come out, and you don't necessarily need to go back. And I support that too. But there are a handful of people who go back and watch them, and it is part of my character. That sweetness is part of my character, and someone who something that I like to show to somebody. But I think it should be something that I keep private with the person that I'm showing it to, as opposed to making it part of the YouTube thing. But she liked it, so I went with it, and it was another angle that I didn't try. I do think that since I stopped doing that, that my YouTube has been doing better, and so I don't want to go back to doing it because you guys are just as important to me as anything else in my life. In many cases, more because this is one thing that I do every day. The only other thing that I know that I do every day is masturbate. I haven't eaten in 2 days, but that's because my stomach was upset. I ate and pooped, and then ate and pooped, and I think I did eat a little bit yesterday, but it is what it is. My stomach's been upset, so I don't want to eat too much. Um, I always drink something, but it is what it is. Um, so makes you pretty damn important in my life. Not any one of you individually, but a few of you, yes, individually. So I don't want to I don't want to alienate you by going down another route. If you're watching me for Angry Manduke because that's your favorite series, you probably don't want to see that. And honestly, I don't think I really necessarily want to show that to everyone. Um, but I do want to start getting back into drawing, and I'm going to do some time lapses of those. I know I keep talking about it, and that's part of how I get myself into the groove of doing it. It's not a muscle for me. It's just I got to turn the switch on and the switch isn't on right now. So I keep flicking at it, and eventually I'll flick it and it'll turn on, and then I'll be good and I can do all that stuff. I was happy to be able to give one of my older pieces away to somebody who um, greatly appreciates it, and it's in her bedroom, which makes me hot. I like being in her bedroom all the time. Um, but that's another story. Um, yeah, so I really just had some thoughts that I wanted to put out, and I wanted to touch base with you guys because I don't know what I'm doing today. I might go to the beach, and so you might get an edited video out of that because I still want to do the Jersey Shore review. The core of this channel is supposed to be a traveling channel, not just a live vlogging channel, but it doesn't always work that way. I did fasten my paddle there, and that's mostly because the damn thing don't want to come apart no more. So like it was in the way. I still have this plate off, and that's mostly because I'm gonna find a way to put a leather strap in here, so they can have their hand fixed. Because there used to be a board that went like across here, and it broke a couple of weeks ago actually, but it wasn't ever strong enough where you could like really wrench on it anyway. So I'm not terribly worried about it, but I definitely want to put something there to restrain them. And I still got the camera mount above the bed. Bam, camera mount. There's a reason for that. But there's a couple modifications that are happening to the van, not just the things I did last night. But last night I actually did something a little bit different with my clothes situation. And oh, nobody really wants to look at my crotch on camera. Uh, Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know how you get down. But I actually had the luggage from a storage auction, and so I actually put my summer clothes in one luggage thing and my winter clothes in another one. And I think that might actually work out a little better for me um, than doing totes, mostly because there's different pockets, so I can like separate it by pants, socks, underwear. I still haven't figured out exactly clothes, clean clothes on one side and dirty clothes on the other. Now I have the bed sideways in here, and I don't mind that, but I don't have space on the sides to put my clothes. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. I'm also still trying to have the open space in the middle because that's my living room, and I have a little bit of space with that, but I'm gonna end up putting my shower in there. It's gonna be my bathroom and living room, and if I'm gonna do that, then I need to have the space to do it. So I'm still figuring it out. I'm also going to not turn that thing in the middle. Uh, that thing. I'm not going to turn that into a Sibian, but I'm going to make a Sibian and put it there. So when a girl gets a ride, she can take a ride. Um, if you don't know what that is, that's not my problem. In fact, it's ideal, and I shouldn't be talking about that. But I might do a video on how I build that. I just have to make it a little bit more vanilla than what it actually is. Um, I think it'll be a very entertaining thing to do. And then whenever I'm running a video, I can run the van. I can run that, and that'll be fun, right? Tons of fun with adjustable speeds. So I got some new e-juice from Light Sig USA. This is some Sick Boy Irrelevance, which is strawberry Napoleon. It's actually not too bad. It tastes like a strawberry shortcake, like I wanted the strawberry shortcake, redhead stepchild, whatever how it was to taste like, but it never tasted like that. So the other thing that I noticed, and I want to give a warning to anybody who used Vama vapors, and I understand that she's going to stop doing that altogether, which is good because she sucks at it. But hello, viewer. Um, the nicotine on this, I got a 6 milligram because I thought that was what I was getting through her, and it makes me very lightheaded. And so and I got another one. It's like a blueberry pie, same thing. It's a 6 milligram, and it makes me very lightheaded. So I'm thinking that the stuff that I was vaping really wasn't 6 milligram. It was probably like 3. So just a heads up that you could have been getting the wrong thing. And I'm really sorry that I supported that, but my name was on it, so I kind of felt like I needed to. Speaking of which, if you want me to support you, tattoo my name on you. Or you could grab a pair of those panties that I was linking at the end of my videos with the t-shirt site. That's a good one. I haven't sold any of that stuff yet. I don't know how I'm gonna support anybody though. My account's overdrawn by like $60. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't get paid until next week. So, needless to say, no quest for the best cheesesteak. Um, not this week at least. Sadly, I could use one, but my stomach's still feeling like kind of queasy, and I've been like taking Imodium AD every day. You would think you put a cork in it, but it doesn't seem to matter. It stops me from doing it immediately, but it doesn't stop me from doing it permanently. I find myself very soothed in the place where I'm at because I'm under the road, so I just hear like the cars going over, and I don't hear all the motors and like broken exhaust pipes and stuff like I do on the side of the road. I'm really liking the spot. The only thing I don't like is it's very wet here. It was high tide when I got here, and the water was damn near up to the van, and I don't really want that. Not crab water. I don't want crabs in my exhaust pipe. That'd be horrible. I don't want crabs at all. No, I do like freshwater crabs, but I'll catch them myself. In fact, it's getting to be a good time to do that, but it has to be low tide, and I don't want to do it right here because I'd get my kayak into the canal and do it that way. Nice bucket of crabs, you know, nothing like getting crabs twice in the same spot. Now that girl that's with is still out of commission, so I don't know what the hell I did to her, but she'll get over it and she'll want more. That's how that works. Um, I think that's really all I have to talk about. It's more or less, I am recovering beautifully, and I love who I am. Every day, I get a little bit less doubts, and I get a little bit more confidence. And I look back and I see myself as an idiot for what I've done because I gave up confidence in who I am for someone else, for nothing, for nothing, all for nothing, not for something. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was really great seeing you and talking to you. And uh, I want you to stay tuned for the angry versus mushy. I'm not sure when it'll be. It might be next week. It depends because I want to use a green screen for it, so that requires lighting and breeze to be proper. It also requires me to do a lot of editing, and editing requires electricity to be proper. So that could take me a little while. But like I was getting to say, thanks for watching, guys. Click those suggested videos that pop up after I end this. I'll see everybody later.